Hi, I'm Amy Noseball, and this is Midnite Boxed In. I'm going to make a statement, and these guys are going to argue against it. My statement is Thomas Tuchel made the right decision with the England squad.
Oh my God. Ooh.
And I wouldn't swap anyone out.
I'm Ben, and I'm a Brighton fan. Let's start with an Arsenal winger named Noni Madueke. I'd pick Max Dowman over him in the England squad.
Behave. Oh, behave.
No. Max Dowman actually has an end product. Madueke just runs the ball out of play. No offence, but Noni, but
there's no offence.
He don't deserve a call-up. Cole Palmer I'd rather have in the England squad on the right wing.
Let's just talk about the fact that Noni's not going to start in that starting 11. He's not in it.
Right.
But he will be an impact sub, which is exactly what he's been doing.
He has no impact.
He's just won the title. He's got great experience.
By doing nothing.
But he comes on and he plays decent. He's not, you say zero end product, but he's a part of the title-winning team.
Not really.
He's in a Champions League final. I don't know when this is
I'd
going out.
love to get the goals and assists he's done. Is it like 3
But
for Arsenal
if the legs are running out at the end, he's not bad to come on.
The legs are running out off the pitch.
Do you
That's
think
where
Palmer
they're
as
running
well? Palmer's had one of the worst seasons in Palmer's history.
Yeah, it's still
Prone
better.
to injury
He's
as
still
well.
a big game player.
I think
Palmer's
this is
still a big game
disrespectful.
player.
I think you're disrespecting Noni.
Maybe it is, but Noni's also going to be offended. But I'd rather have Max Dowman. Let's go to the cheerleader, Jordan Henderson. Why is Jordan Henderson? Yeah, Jarrod Bowen as well. Maybe you can talk about that later.
We can talk about that.
Jordan Henderson, why is he in there? Apparently he's played 38 minutes since March.
Jordan Henderson is the experience in that squad.
Right.
He's there for experience, and he's not there to start. He's a proven England player. He's got the name, and he's one of those players that's tactical. He will glue the squad together. He knows exactly what he's doing. I trust this. You've got to remember, Tuchel is a proven winner. Trust your manager.
Well, yeah, look, what, that Champions League?
Who are you putting instead of...
Hang on. This is before we started buying from you. Okay.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
Do you think Henderson's going to start?
No, of course not.
No.
Why are we bringing him?
Do you not trust in
Bring
the
him as
midfield
a
that we've
coach
got?
like we did Jason Steele. That's probably his best decision.
What's the point?
Jason Steele, the Brighton legend, mate.
What's
Bringing
the
him
point?
in the squad.
So who do you want instead of Henderson?
Adam Wharton, who just won Player of the Match in the Conference League final.
And
He's an
that's for a
absolute
Brighton fan, to
baller.
be
Yeah,
fair.
exactly.
Great player, by the way. Great player.
Unbelievable player.
Yeah,
Why
I
would you
know.
not have that quality
You do
in training?
realise that it doesn't matter who is named in this team. There's always going to be someone a bit annoyed at what's come up.
Yeah, fine.
Adam Wharton, fantastic player. Potentially, there's names in this team that I think have missed out. Morgan Gibbs-White, I think he's had a fantastic season. But we need some experience. We need Henderson. We need someone that knows exactly what they're doing. And he's not going to start. He's there in case we run out of steam. But we've got such a solid midfield.
In case you then bring a better player in
He's
Adam
bringing
Wharton.
that. Yeah, but what's Adam Wharton going to do in the dressing room? There's things
a
that
baller.
Henderson can. He's a baller, but there's things
He brings
Henderson
quality.
offers.
He'll make it competitive in training.
There's things Henderson offers that he can't, unfortunately.
What, being a cheerleader?
Not necessarily. He can still play ball. He still knows exactly what he's doing.
He doesn't play ball.
He does. Well, let's see what. Why don't we see with that one?
Ivan Toney, very questionable.
Penalties.
As a Brighton fan,
Penalties.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Danny Welbeck offers so much more. I mean,
but Harry Kane, one of the best strikers in the whole wide world. Ollie Watkins will be second to him.
Yeah.
Ivan Toney's not starting, but Ollie Watkins isn't great at penalties. He's there for penalties. He's a clinical finisher. He's good in the air. Penalties. You've got to be
Let's
tactical.
talk about the defence then. Why is John Stones picked over Harry Maguire? That's crazy to me. John
Okay,
Stones
let's talk
has
about
played
Harry
like
Maguire.
8 games this season.
I understand that, and Harry Maguire's had a decent season. Have you seen how Harry Maguire has reacted to not being in the squad?
Yeah, he's upset.
Have you seen how he's reacted? Yeah. So
Because he knows
Harry
that he
Maguire
deserves to
isn't
be
going to
in the
start.
squad.
Again, he's not going to start. So if that's his attitude as a petulant child on that bench, that's negative. He's in Tuchel's ear saying, why am I not starting? That's bad vibes
Who are your
all
starting
around.
centre-backs then?
Konsa and Gahey. That's not even up for debate. Konsa and Gahey, fantastic. Do you think Mbappe is going, Harry Maguire's not in the squad? Yes. But
Look how good Harry Maguire is for England. He's so much better for England than he is for Man United.
But look how he's
He turns
acted.
up and delivers.
His attitude
also unbelievable
stinks.
at
He's
penalties.
also not been that good over the years. His attitude
Yes, he
stinks.
has.
He's proved
he has.
Oh, Amy, I don't
No,
know
over the years in his career.
I don't know.
It's
I
not.
think
John
he's had an
Stones.
absolute
John
shambles of the squad.
Stones
Let's bring
is
it,
there. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's bring in Bowen. Let's bring in the Bowen shout.
Hi there, people. Steve the Madman, West Ham fan. In fact, supporter, because there's a difference.
Sorry to hear
You've made
that.
some great points. You've made some great points.
Thanks.
Morgan Gibbs-White, yes, should have been in. But you keep saying the same thing, and it worries me. You keep saying the players that ain't playing that we are worried about, that we are moaning about, not we, these, and people. You're saying, but they're not going to start. The thing is, I think you've got to have people in your team. Like the years before with Southgate, there's players that are on the bench that you're saying should be starting. We're now saying players on the bench, and we're like, well, they're not. They're only there just in case. You know what I mean? Like Ivan Toney, and I love Ivan, but we're saying, well, just in case.
Do you not
Ollie
agree?
Watkins-
Do you not agree though with Tony? We need a penalty scorer. We need someone that can do it. He can do that.
I think rather than slate Ivan, I think it's more that we haven't got a lot of English strikers at the moment, which is strange because we did have a couple of years ago. But I have come here to say one thing, and that is Jarrod Bowen. Him not being in that team, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy.
Fantastic player. I think the reason he's not in that team is simply because of West Ham, their form, and the fact that...
No, but even during... Like, so we say this, but if we go from Christmas... Nick can help me out here. If we go from Christmas, I think we've been like a top... No, hang on. A top 6 when it comes to form.
Wow.
It's only the last 4 games that sort of put us into that. Prior to that, we was a top 4 in form since Christmas. And Jarrett's been key to that. He scored, he's assisted. I think he's the top British or top English assister or GA for the last 5 years. That's what he's been over here. So the fact that he's not there and Noni's gone in and got 3 goals and 1 assist.
People are getting really hung up on Noni. Like I said,
No,
we've got
you're
so
right with
much
that
in
as
that
well.
midfield. You've
You're
got
right
Morgan
with that.
Rogers, who's versatile. He can move from side to side. That's a stacked midfield
No,
as it
100%.
stands. Someone's going to lose out. Someone's always going to
But
lose
someone
out.
that's
I
the
rate
top-
Jared Bowen.
that's
I
the
rate
top
him.
GA.
I think he's great, and it's probably his last chance as well to be in a World Cup with his age.
And
But they've Noni's got that title. I know he hasn't played an
doesn't-
awful lot.
come on.
He's in a winning team.
John
He's in a
O'Shea's
team
got
of
a title.
he's in a team of winners, whereas Jared Bowen, respectfully, is in a team that's
but
been losing.
I think what football's happened recently is before it used to be like that. If you was in the bottom team, you usually were a poorer player. But a lot of the team's players, look at Fernandes at West Ham, he can get in any team in the world. Factual, right? So it doesn't really matter now because the money's so spread, the teams are getting more evenly spread as well.
And the standard of
players.
this league is
So-
like, yeah.
But can I say something about Tuchel? Not having Trent in the team as well.
But look at
hang
his
on.
season, though.
No, but hang on. Sometimes class is permanent. We do agree with that, right? And he's class. And the reason, allegedly, that he's not in the team is personal. Does anyone know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know why it's personal? What is
Yeah, I
that?
do know
Could
it's
it be
personal.
another,
I'm
could
not-
it
I'm
be
not a
another
gossiper.
attitude thing, though?
No, it's not. It's nothing to do with that.
I believe in the team that Tuchel's put. Do you think that team's strong? Do you think
Oh,
that team
and
can
by the
go
way,
far?
I think it's a good team.
There you go.
It's
so,
balanced.
so it's balanced.
Yeah.
I think he's been really, really tactical in every area of the field there. Everything's covered.
Left back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Livramento?
I mean, look,
Livramento?
Look, hear me out.
As a
Hear me
spare?
out. I know that some of the players are questionable, but like you said, balance is there, and I think we need to back the manager. He's a proven winner.
Well,
we'll go far.
I think
Let me
This
just
team's
say,
strong.
Steve, look, can I just say one thing? That your argument breaks down with the Jared Bowen thing because he's picked Jed Spence over Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I know
That
it's
breaks it down there because Jed Spence has
in
had
a
a
relegation
2-point
battle.
better season.
and hasn't played as well.
But you said it's personal. I actually went to the Bernabeu recently and I saw Trent come on. He's not even he's not starting. He's not really playing that much.
Tuchel's going out of his ex. Go on, get me out of here.
Okay, so I'm not English. I'm Welsh. When that squad came out, we laughed at it.
Go on, why?
Henderson. As
Again,
an Everton fan as well.
What do you think about my point?
I'm gonna have to back
What-
James Garner here. So the problem is, okay, Declan Rice is really, really important. I'm not making the
Massive.
case for James Garner to start. I'm saying that if Declan Rice gets injured, with the load he's played this season, tactics have to change if Rice can't start.
I mean, Rice is not exactly a player that's prone to injury anyway. He's durable, even with the
Can't
climate.
jinx it.
Touch wood. I think we're pretty stacked, and we've also got some great attacking players in that midfield as well. We don't always have to play defensive. Henderson has proven himself in lots of ways. I know he's not played very much. I know he's a little bit older, but there are certain names that have almost got enough credit in the bank to make this World Cup, and Harry Maguire is one of the players that thinks he had the right to it. Henderson got it, and I feel like he's been so level-headed. And I know we can talk about cheerleaders. He's that experience in the dressing room. He's putting his arm around Noni when Noni's getting all of the stick his way. This is a really, really good decision, and people are going to argue either way. There's always going to be a player. Having heard the arguments and maybe seen, I don't know, if you watched Thomas Tuchel break down the team, do you still want to laugh at that team? Are you still laughing at that team?
Yeah, I'm always going to laugh
Really?
at it.
Wait,
it's
how
given
far
me
do you
nothing
think-
but joy for 27 years.
That's it. But we got Harry Kane up front. We've got two of the best centre-backs in the league. We've got a stacked midfield, like I said, Bellingham,
The two best
Rodgers,
centre-backs in the league play for Arsenal.
Rice. And?
Brazilian and French.
Oh, no, sorry, no. Yeah, no. No. Esri Konsa needs some respect. No one
I've never-
ever...
Top 5 in the world.
Esri Konsa is a fantastic...
This is why we laugh. It's the arrogance.
I'm a Villa fan. I watch Esri Konsa week in, week out. He doesn't put a foot wrong. I think there was one goal against Brighton, maybe, that I saw, or it could have been West Ham, actually. Little mistake. Otherwise, solid. And he doesn't get his respect. He doesn't get his flowers because he's playing for Aston Villa and he's not playing for Arsenal.
And I
He's
hear you, I'm
fantastic.
an
We're
Everton
European
fan. I get
champions.
it.
His growth with Aston Villa as well, fantastic, but never put a foot wrong. He has earned his position in this squad.
Say
Esri
something on
Konsa,
your,
fantastic.
on your experience card. So, do you think that Jed Spencer's got more experience than Trent Alexander-Arnold?
No.
And do you think that Ivan Toney's got a better attitude than
Danny Welbeck.
Right? Okay, it's the Harry Maguire
about him,
attitude thing. That argument breaks down because personally, Ivan Toney, we all know about his attitude, and we all know his off-field antics, and we probably don't want that going around on the England bus.
Well,
But can he score a penalty? If
can
we're
I
under
say
pressure,
something?
if we're under pressure and in a penalty shootout, who are we backing?
I've seen
You know
James
what?
Garner
Backing-
score one this season.
I'm just saying, I'm a Villa fan. Ollie Watkins is playing. That boy cannot score a penalty. So we've got to take Watkins because he's one of the most informed
I agree.
strikers.
My
and
thing, though-
I think you might be off, you know.
It's gone.
Yeah, you're off, Scoob.
James, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I am Clinton. I'm a Newcastle fan. I'm just here to defend.
Sub on the time, hey.
Hey!
Sorry.
I'm just here to defend one man and one man only. Justice for Lewis Hall. How Lewis
no,
Hall?
no.
Thank you very much. How Lewis Hall is not going to the World Cup, I don't know. Now we've got a few Newcastle players in there. Soon to be one less. Obviously, Anthony Gordon going to Barcelona. But Dan Burns in there. Oh my days! I can't believe he's in there. Tino Livramento's in there, and he's injured.
You love him, though.
He's
The
injured.
last time I saw
He's in
you,
love to you lot.
You told me that he was better than like half the Villa
No,
squad at one point.
don't try it. Don't try it. Tino Livramento is injured, and you've got Lewis Hall on the bench, or not even on the bench. He's gonna be watching at home with us.
Look,
That's
but this is-
that's outrageous.
you're going to moan one way or another. There's
No,
always
but Lewis
someone.
Hall,
There's
Lewis Hall
always
is the
someone.
same guy that pocketed Lamine Yamal against Barcelona.
Class act. I
Well,
rate
there you
him.
go,
I
thank you
rate
very
him.
much.
Look,
So
there's
why is he
players-
not-
Like I
if
said,
he's a
Gibbs
class
White
act,
for
why
me
is he
was
not
the
in the
one that, in my opinion, probably deserved it the most based on his season. Gibbs White was, but there's just two. We're stacked in that midfield, and Tuchel's made strategic decisions.
So how can you justify that?
We're
How
going to be
can you
calling this a
justify
tactical
having one
masterclass.
of the best left backs in the Prem
He's fantastic.
not watching or not playing, in the World Cup for England. Do you know what I mean? Jed Spence over Lewis Hall.
Like, I
Jed
get it.
Spence, who's been in a relegation dogfight the whole season over Lewis Hall, who pocketed Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, but he's
Does that
actually,
make sense?
Has he not been somewhat consistent? I know that.
Lewis Hall.
No, I know he has. I know
Right,
that.
thank
I
you.
know.
That's my
but
argument.
Like I
don't
said,
care about everyone else.
Every player and every position has been looked at. They get data analytics from training as well. So like the likes of Ivan Toney, everyone's turning around and saying like, what's he done? What's he done? They get all the data from training. It's not just what you see on the pitch. It's not just where that team is. I think that Jared
that's all
Bowen.
that matters on the
I think the
pitch.
difference with
I don't
Jared
care
Bowen
about
going
anything
and not
else.
going
I
is
don't
genuinely
care if
because of
someone's
the
had
team.
a lover's tiff or someone's had a fallout. I care about the best players on the pitch. So when Dan Burns getting roasted by, I don't know,
But this team-
Elise or Mbappe, and I'm thinking to myself, hold on, why is Lewis Hall not there? Then how can you justify that?
So to ask the question that I think I'd love to hear the answer to is this a strong team? Aside
No.
from personal relationships with Lewis, or you connected to a player,
If we're
is this
taking-
a strong team? Can this team go far?
No.
I believe it can.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah.
So you're telling me
Yeah.
you've taken
100%,
the best
100%.
Newcastle players, and bear
It's
in mind,
not
I'm
a
a
bad
Newcastle
team.
fan.
We all
You've
just
not
get
taken the-
fixated on certain players.
You've taken a slow Dan Burn, who's going to get roasted, and you've taken an injured Tino Livramento over Lewis Hall, the best left back in.
What is the injury? Is it a little knock? Like, it's obviously they're
He's
not
not
going to
playing.
take.
That's- I don't know
yeah,
what
but
the
they're not
injury
going
is,
to
but
be
he's not
taking
playing.
someone that's completely made out of glass. Like, it's strategic.
His injury
Everything's
record is
been. Do
appalling.
you trust Tuchel?
No, I don't.
Why?
If he can, that's what I just said.
Because of Lewis Hall.
If he's
Because of
making
one
decisions
player.
like that, yes, left back is very important.
I
Defense
know.
is very important. If you're deciding to take a player that's not even fit for the World Cup over a player that is fit, who's had a fantastic season, it makes no sense.
Trust
it makes
the
no
manager.
log-
Clinton,
Nah, I
trust
can't,
the
I can't.
manager.
It makes no logical sense.
We'll let them do the
It makes
talking.
no logical sense.
was
And he
Lewis
can play.
Hall-
And he can play multiple positions
But do you
as well.
not agree that
he can play right back,
Lewis
left
Hall
back?
comes in, someone's going to moan about someone else. They
Tag
always
in.
moan.
Tag in.
No, bro.
They said Amy knows ball, but I don't know.
Tag me. Hi, I'm Louis. I'm a Chelsea fan. Right, just
Terrible
answer me the
season.
one question. Does this England team win the World Cup?
I think it could.
Every time.
And I believe in the manager.
Never learn.
I believe in the manager. And I actually, do you know what as well? I actually think the fact there's been this uproar on this team selection and people are maybe going to count us maybe as a bit of an underdog now works in our favour. Go on the field, play undetected, you'll come far. I'm telling you, this is a great team. We need to back this manager.
And the other teams ain't great. And this 11,
Yeah.
for me, is
Well, except for the
quality.
French team, who are
The
apparently...
11 is quality. Rashford's on
That's it.
fire.
That's
Mate, Amy, you've done really well there, girl.
I stand by it.
Didn't see it.
My statement is this will be the worst World Cup ever. Come on in. Let's have it.
All right. Hi, my name's Jans, and I'm a West Ham fan.
Hello, mate.
You think this is going to be the worst World Cup ever? Here's what I'll say. Is every single time they tell us that a World Cup's going to be rubbish. They said Russia was going to be bad, that, all the Russian hooligans were going to whack you up. Didn't happen. They said Qatar. What happened in Qatar? There was like 4 journalists out there, mate. I was one of them, and I'm not really a journalist. I did get a little accreditation though.
Did you play
Ran
darts for the
around.
England team? Then you weren't a proper journalist then.
But what I will say is they said that Qatar was going to be rubbish. Lo and behold, it was unreal. Everyone was out there having a jolly time, all the countries of the world together, having a little boogie. It was very amicable. So I feel like messaging's always that the World Cup's going to be bad. But what really happens is that it's a big, fat international football tournament where everyone loves football and gets along.
Cool. Let's touch on that straight away. So there are multiple countries who currently cannot have people come into the country to even play in the tournament. In some cases, they're having to figure out ways around that. And also fans are not currently getting visas because the US government won't allow it. So
Okay.
there will be countries which will not have fans at the tournament.
Okay, that's a good point.
So you talk about a jolly up and all that sort of stuff. In fairness, comparatively, if you talk about Qatar, obviously there was the alcohol situation, all that sort of stuff.
Oh, you could have a jolly up if you want.
Exactly. You could do. You could do. So they found a way, but you're going to have the same prices in some places in the States because they're going to mark it up, despite the fact it's legal in that country. And they found other ways to mark up other prices as well, including dynamic prices with World Cup tickets.
Okay, yes, it's going to be spenny, but this is the home of entertainment, mate.
Oh,
this
great.
is going to be lights, camera, action, pure showtime, son.
So
this
you-
is going to be, from an entertainment point of view, just pure fire, mate.
Is that why the BBC and ITV won't be showing the halftime show then?
You know, they want to do their analysis, don't they? I mean, that's got nothing to do with it. As a show, the Americans will put on a show.
Yeah, but
that's what they
but
do.
then
This is-
it's just in this country alone, they won't be showing the show. Could you, as an average punter,
Yeah.
afford to go to the World Cup and enjoy it? No. Categorically, no.
Yeah.
We haven't even got onto the orange what's it who's in charge yet, and I mean, we can talk about that as well and how that's going to cause more problems as well.
Yeah, we'll talk
I'm
about
not.
that.
I'm not ever going to go to the States for a while he's there because I'll get
Is that
sent
what
back
you're
straight away. So
Nah,
yeah.
I don't know, mate. I think you'll be all right. There's 48 teams this year too. I just think all of these pre-problems that we have in our heads, they're just going to go, mate. As it pertains to ticket prices and the little orange dictator at the helm, yeah, I don't know about that. I can't really speak
So
on that.
when you
We'll
say-
save that for the Midnight's politics.
You can't have a good time out there at
No,
the
juju.
games if people can't buy the tickets because they're so expensive. So the stands will be half empty, as we saw with the Club World Cup last year.
Listen, are you going to buy a ticket to Cape Verde flipping versus whoever?
I would do if I could afford it and I was in the States and go watch it. Yeah, absolutely I would.
How long am I going to back the Americans for? Yeah, not long. See you later. Cheers.
Brendan, Chelsea fan. So,
Oh, babe.
I have to defend the Americans. Okay. So, the reality is that we, as Jan said, every World Cup, we always say, oh, it's going to be the worst World Cup. It's going to be bad. It's going to be this, it's going to be that. Well, I can't sweat my head about it. It's a bad
You a bit
World Cup.
nervous?
Never. It's America, Canada, Mexico.
Yeah.
We all know, in my opinion, the greatest stadium in the world when it comes to the World Cup. In fact, the greatest stadium of all time is the Estadio Azteca.
Agreed.
Right? There's going to be many games played over there. Bit of an injustice the World Cup final's not there, but I digress. The matches are going to be there. It's going to be great. We're thinking about just America and the logistics of America and how it's going to be expensive, you know, that's that, right? Mexico, it's going to be great matches. Canada is going to be great matches. And even you can say in New York and all over the States, it's going to be great matches. Of course, logistically, it won't be easy, but there are systems that will be put into place. On top of that, we're talking about entertainment. I'm here to be entertained.
But you're not going to get the best peak of those players.
I'm here to be entertained.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think, guys, who watches wrestling?
Oh, here we go.
Okay? Okay,
How
listen,
do I
guys, as a wrestler, right, I've been in Royal
You're a
Rumble.
wrestler?
Really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I am, man. I've been
feel
in
very
Royal
insecure right now.
Rumbles, right?
Yeah.
30 man in a Royal Rumble. It's fun seeing guys who come in at number 4th, number 5th.
Whoa,
Get them
really?
to yeah, absolutely. Just
Number 50. Wow.
yeah, bro. Be there until the last 25, you know what I mean? It's
hitting
fun.
it, like,
it's hitting it.
like it.
Getting there, pummeling,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
But
getting pummeled.
It's
Whoa.
fun. No matter what I'm trying to
It's
say.
fun, okay.
All just the time. What I'm trying to say is that you're trying to say that, you're not going to get players at the best quality size of 4th, right? Doesn't that add more entertainment to the fact that more upsets can happen? France, for example, best team in the World Cup. They could just go out in the round of 16 and be like, oh no, we lost to Panama or something, and just
Yeah,
do
but
you know
that
what I
happens
mean?
every World Cup. So what's the
Exactly, that's
but
the whole
then-
point.
no,
There's
but
more.
then-
There's entertainment.
No, but
It's in
but
America. It's
the additions.
pure
It's the
entertainment.
additions.
Additions
but
of what?
The Americans and entertainment.
The
they
players are
don't
going to be looked
the-
after anyways. We all know this because they care about the players more than the fans.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is exactly my point. I'm talking about as an overall product. If you look at entertainment, because it's a product,
Yes.
we're the ones that would be buying it. None of us, or the vast majority of us, probably couldn't afford
Skill
to go.
issue.
So what's my issue? Is the fact that we can't go to a World Cup.
Skill issue. Yeah, get him done.
Emmanuel, Premier League champion.
Right, okay. I was actually really hoping you come because you were born in 2000 or whatever it is, like 19400 BC or whatever it is. So is there any World Cups that have been worse than this that you think will come?
Well, there you go. Because I'll start by somewhat agreeing in terms of I'm not sure how good of a World Cup it's going to be compared to previous ones. Because like you said, prices, whatever. But I'm hearing a lot of people talking about travel, and I'm hearing people saying, oh, everyone's going to be in the same boat. Let me take you guys back to 1930. Please. The Uruguay players, Argentina players, some of them couldn't even come. They were on the boats trying to go there. Some of them went missing. They couldn't make the kickoff times. There was controversy in terms of rough footballing. The refereeing was controversial.
Yeah.
Argentina in the final as well. A lot of match rigging, if you will. We might have that this or not. We don't know. Donald Trump might say, oh, listen, little something here and there. But as far as I'm concerned, you can't say it's categorically the worst ever. When I saw full-on teams lost out on sea in the boats.
Were you in the boats with them?
No, but I was the one that was waiting for them.
Whoa!
Where's the red? Where's the red? Where's the red?
What's that about, man? What's that about,
Be
man?
allies as well, guys. Come on, be allies. Be allies.
I'm a girl, I can't do anything.
Where are the allies?
Not there when you need the most.
So now, if you disagree with me, you're racist, basically. So if you agree with me, or just
With the brothers.
Yeah, fine, whatever, yeah.
You like that one? Yes, people, I'm Steve the Madman, and my statement is Ezra Konsa is top 3 defender in the Premier League. Now, he's my number 1, and I would argue against anyone he's number 1, but just for a bit of integrity, I'll give you Gabriel and Saliba if you want to come up and argue them, but I'll argue why I believe he's as good as them.
and then you're Arsenal fan.
Okay.
You've mentioned Gabriel Saliba. That's quite easy. Now, the
No.
issue with you-
Well, I'll argue. Let's argue them. Let's
Oh,
argue.
you're debating that
So,
one already.
okay, let's go. Let's go. What would you call it? Not stat. What are they called?
I don't know. It's your debate.
Passing. What do you call them? Passing, heading,
Stats.
attributes. Let's go attribute for attribute.
Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
What do you mean go? What's
Who's
the-
better on the ball, Ezra or Gabriel?
You can have
Esri.
you can have your Esri Konsa if you want, or better on the ball, but
Better defender. One-on-one defender.
both Gabriel and Saliba.
Nope.
Yes. yes.
No, bro.
Yes.
Gabriel's shaky, man. Listen,
What are we
Gabriel, what
doing here?
Gabriel makes up. Listen, by the way, we're doing like a chicken egg. They're all sick, by the way. They're all sick. So I'm not one of them people that will come in and say, oh, he's shit, he's this. I'm not saying that. They're all top drawer. So say the top drawer's there, I'm bringing Esri up to this level. That's all. I'm not bringing them lot down. They're bad. They're wicked. I'm bringing him up, and I want more respect on his name. There's nothing he can't do.
You can have more respect on his name, but to say that he's top 3, again, defenders.
So
So,
that's
that means we're including.
Right, so name the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the
Yeah,
7th.
I'm going
Go
to
on.
first. So are we basing this on just like right now, or the last couple of years, like last 3-year period? How are we?
Right now, he's at the top of his game.
So it's based on specifically
right
this
now,
season. Okay.
right now.
Then we can start adding fullbacks as well. Then no defenders.
Centre back then, sorry. Centre
No,
back.
there's no sorry. I'm arguing the statement that
Yeah,
you've made,
centre back,
defenders. So I can
centre
now
back.
start bringing the likes of Timber, the likes of Reece James. Even I think
No,
they are better.
centre back. I just told you. He's not
No, you
listening.
can't say you just
One
told me.
second, one second.
I'm
You
arguing
looked
the
me in my
statement that
eye
you
and he said
said.
we're talking right backs. I said no, centre back.
No,
So
no,
let's
no,
go-
no, no. The statement is top 3 defenders. That's what I've sat down to argue with because I'm going to start adding fullbacks. Now, if we're going to do on the last couple years, then I throw in Van Dijk because again, this season, granted, been
I
a bit
didn't
shaky.
say the last couple.
No.
What's going? This
Listen,
is the
listen,
modern
listen,
day
listen
football
to what I'm
argument.
saying.
You've asked me, is it centre backs? I said
No,
yes.
I didn't.
Is it
no,
right
no,
now? I
no.
said yes.
You said defenders.
So
Defenders.
I'm telling you, it's centre backs, and I'm telling
You
you,
can't tell me
it's
when I'm
right
already
now.
sat down here for the argument.
But if I'm talking Saliba and Gabriel and it's Ezri Konsa that plays centre half, what we talking about here?
You can't.
I can say centre back then, no problem.
Go on then,
He's not
let's-
even the
let's
best
stick to
English
centre
centre back.
backs.
I'll have
Go on
Gahey
then.
over him as well.
No, he's not better than Gay.
What I believe Gahey's better than.
So this
well,
is
you just said he's not
this
better
is
than
the
Gahey, by
problem.
the way. So
This is the
thanks.
problem.
You've
I'm
disagreed
sorry,
with
he's better than
me.
Gay. So this is the problem we have. That's your opinion, bro. And I've watched your content. I've held you up. You're smarter than this. You know it's a fucking opinion. So you saying he's better, don't make him better.
I'm not saying that, but that's,
when I'm
giving you
trying
my
to get you to
opinion.
do attribute for attribute, this is how we can tick it off. So let's go for it. Don't just say he's better or he's not better. Let's go attribute for attribute. Let's go.
So explain to me then why. Because
Okay.
you said you got him number 1, right?
yeah.
So I'd like to know. Okay,
I'd argue
ahead
number
of-
1.
So what has him ahead of Gabriel and Saliba? Because you're going to give me
Go on.
the pound for pound attributes
Yes,
and whatnot, yeah.
yes.
But can we not also add the fact that there are intangibles that can't be calculated by numbers and whatnot, right?
100%.
The pressure of being in title
eye
races,
test.
going far in Champions League and whatnot, these kind of things are added to it.
Having more pressure on your team because you'll play for a worse team, where your team have more possession than most people.
You can
There's
do
all of
but,
that. So
but Mark Gahey we can agree, was a worse team.
yeah,
Won the
And
FA
then-
Cup.
And then when he's gone to City now, and I love Mark, lovely kid, but I'm now seeing him make mistakes. And we never saw
No,
that.
don't get me wrong.
We
The
never saw
Everton,
it.
the Everton game, definitely, like, very questionable.
And there's more.
but
And there's more.
There is, but he's also had a big impact on them
He's had
getting back
he's
in the title
quality.
race.
He's probably fourth best centre back in the league.
Me personally, I'd have him over Konsa.
Yeah,
personally.
and I
That's
get
my
that, and that's
opinion.
like, you know what? Until Christmas, Villa was in the title race. So let's have
They were
that.
not like-
Okay.
That's what
okay.
people want to say on the internet. They were
And-
never
and
in it. They were
Until
not
this
involved, bro.
year,
Keep grinding.
until this year, you was just doing the top four thing. For the last 15 years, you've been doing the top
It's
four
been
thing,
a
the same
title
as
race.
Villa.
Every
Am I wrong?
season Saliba,
Look.
every season Saliba's been there. It's been a title race. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Bar maybe the Liverpool one.
Also, there's a bar.
Listen, like I said, I've got Gahey over
Do you
him.
like Konsa
Gabriel.
as a player?
I do. I'd have him
Where
like.
do you rate him?
I'd say. So we're doing centre backs only.
Yes.
Premier League. I'm looking at maybe like 5th or 6th or something. He's still very good, but
Mm-hmm.
like I said, he's not England's best because I've got Gahey personally. And Arsenal have Gabriel Saliba. And again, this is where you might start going a bit crazy and whatnot. But even still, I'm looking at even Arsenal's backups and I'm thinking there's a conversation to be had as well.
No.
So at that point, then again, that's why I asked you. You clarified it's only right now. So I'm not going to include Van Dijk.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in-
It
the
was
way
Van Dijk,
The way that
for
I
sure.
look at football, I look at like last 2 or 3 years, realistically. And therefore, that's why I would have had
That could have
Van
been a-
Dijk.
that
But if
could-
it's your,
yeah.
by
If
your
that-
metric, agreed. Van
If
Dijk
I
is
would
not
have
in
said
there.
the last 5, there's a different players that come into it. But I'm on about right now. I'm talking about the peak of their powers going into a tournament.
So if it's right now, then can we not also add Kusanov from Man City? Get this guy out. We're not hearing no Chelsea centre backs at all.
Mate,
If it's off right
if it's
now,
right
then
now, he's
Kusanov.
right up there. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not a prisoner of the moment. And although I'm saying hang
So
on.
it's right now, but I'm not a prisoner of the moment.
This is what I'm saying. No, but please don't do this. We're not on Twitter right now. What I'm saying is, this geezer has worked, not come on his debut and set up, give away 2 goals. This guy has been consistent all the way to now, Konsa, right? He's now at the peak of his powers because of where he's got to now. Do you want to add Van Dijk twerking? You can add Van Dijk twerking. He's not at the peak of his powers right now.
I'm not adding Van Dijk.
And this guy that we've got now, yeah, he's playing well, but I'm saying that that's form. I'm saying that Konsa has proved that he's worked all the way here, and now he has shown he's a class act.
But this is the issue that we're having, though, because you're now saying form for something that is this season. But I asked you, is it based on this season?
But
Yes
you
or no?
know
You're saying
that
yes.
kid has played good in the last, 15 games?
No, he's had a good season, Kusanov has.
I don't
It was
think he
last year
started-
where we agreed, again, the
But
Chelsea
I don't
thing,
think he
it was a
started this.
horror.
He didn't start this season.
He wasn't fit.
Go on, Marty.
Yeah, hey, well done, man. Well done.
I'm Marty. I'm an Arsenal fan. Steve-O.
Go on, mate.
They call you a madman.
Yeah.
And you are moving mad.
Really?
You are moving
So you
mad.
don't hear what I'm saying at all?
No. Ezri Konsa,
Yeah.
quality player. But I'll give you 4 players in the Arsenal backline that are better than him.
Man, see, this is
Right?
Arsenal
Okay,
shit,
whoa.
man.
Hang on, no. 19 clean sheets in the Premier League, yeah? So you can't be going, oh, Arsenal just won the title. Christian Mosquera's better than Konsa. And I'm telling you straight. No, give me a moment. No, you don't watch this guy. Listen, no, hold tight.
He's good.
No, he's very
good.
good, right? You're talking about, I just heard this, Saliba and Gabriel. You're putting him, you think Konsa's better than Saliba and Gabriel?
I think he's in with them. You can argue it with me, but I'm going to argue it because it's my opinion. Again, this is why I think this Tuchel team, we spoke about this on previous show, I think this is going to be good because I think these lot will come together and they will end up being a great England team that in years to come, it's like the Spanish, it's like the Italian, where they're like a club team. That's what it is. I think they will end up, but they haven't been that. So he's going to have loyalty over his Arsenal guys who he's just won a league with, that has seen them probably be the best centre-back pairing, 100%. When you talk about a pairing, synergy, them two are mustard. But
You
bro,
could put either one of those players.
no, because we've seen it. When one of them go, bruv, your team flop. What are we doing there? Do you not remember when one of them
Hang
got
on. What do you mean?
We've seen it.
What do you
We've seen
mean?
it.
What do you mean? Our team flop. You do
When
it.
Saliba
Hang
went
on.
the other year, you lost the
no,
league.
no.
When Gabriel went in the league after that, you lost the
Do
league.
you see what? Okay, no.
They didn't get injured this year, you won the
Did you
league.
see what? Did you see what happened this season? One of them went, and we won the league.
Time. Get off, mate.
Injuries this season as well. Why would I?
You see Gabriel, and listen, again, this ain't to say bring him down. He's up there, right up there. Top 2, top 3, top 5, I don't know, right? But I'm telling you, he's a great recovery defender. 100%, and that's why you do get round him and he's back on you. He's quality like that. But, like Maldini said, the best defenders, you don't even notice them. And that's why Consa's gone under the radar, because he's nonchalant. He's what you would call a Rolls Royce. And if he was playing for a City or one of these teams, which he doesn't need to nowadays, back in the day you had to go and get that big money, to get that PR, you had to. But now he's going to be able to do generational wealth being at Villa. So he don't need to. He can be there. Let the Villa fans, Gould, is that a word? I can't use these words. Idolise, man. I use these words that I don't even know. But listen, laud him. Yeah. Mate, I'm telling you, that's just my opinion. And I'm here.
And you said top 3 as well, and you said Declan Rice. I reckon Declan would put him 3rd at least.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen, you want to talk about Rolls Royce
You actually
defenders?
said top 3.
Benoit Badiashile, okay?
Turn the video off, man. Turn the video off.